Your thoughts and prayers are worthless. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm sure you've heard that statement before. With all the tragedies and natural disasters, social media lights up with all sorts of things. People sharing posts about what happened, other people saying that they're sending their thoughts and prayers, people starting fundraisers to help the families in need, all those sorts of things. And as it is with social media, the critics emerge. Your thoughts and prayers are worthless, they say. If you're not directly sending some sort of aid, whether it's money or whether it's your own time volunteering or it's in the form of items that can aid, then you're just not being helpful. In fact, by saying that you are sending your thoughts and prayers or that those families and people are in your thoughts and prayers, you're just really patting yourself on the back and pretending that you've done something while doing absolutely nothing. To an effect, I can understand this line of thinking. After all, a lot of people are social media warriors and they share all these posts or rant for paragraphs long about things and think that they're being an activist, that they're actually making a change. And honestly, a lot of the time, all they're doing is annoying everyone around them and not really doing anything. I mean, even when you think of just thoughts, like what are thoughts going to do? Maybe that would make someone feel better, but I think that's a bit of a stretch. But then we come to prayer. And I can understand people who don't believe in God thinking that it's really a waste of time and it's worthless, but from a Christian standpoint, it's appalling to me to see people saying that your prayers are worthless. This reminds me of the concept of poverty. When we think of poverty, we tend to think of not having enough things, so not enough money, not a house, not etc. But poverty isn't just material. You can have poverty in a much deeper sense, where it's really a poverty of your sense of self, etc. So in the fact that poverty is not just about material things, tragedy doesn't just affect material things. Just like you can't fix poverty by throwing, enough money at it, or enough volunteers to go help or whatever, or enough clean water and food supplies to fix poverty, you're not going to help all the facets of tragedy by just sending aid and support. Money and new buildings do not take away the feeling of being uprooted from your home and from your schools and from your community. It doesn't take away the tragic loss of a loved one. It doesn't help the hurt and the pain on the inside. It might seem nice, well, we just fixed this, we just, built this building that you lost, but that building was much more than a building, and there are so much more going on in a person when they experience tragedy and natural disasters and things like that than just something that money or food or supplies can help. And that's why I think it's foolish of us to belittle prayer. Whether it's praying for someone in everyday situations or praying for those who have lost loved ones in tragedies or have lost things and their livelihoods and things like that in natural disasters, prayer is a supplication to God, the creator of this universe, and I think it is an effort well spent. Prayer that God gives comfort and strength to the families that are going through these things. Prayer that He strengthens even the mortal bodies of the people who are assisting those first responders, giving wisdom to everyone involved in what to do next and what steps to take and all of those sorts of things, that they wouldn't get taken advantage of in these situations. Just all of these things that you might not look at, the things that we can't just throw money at and fix, we can ask God to help with. Now, while many Christians do tend to say, oh, I'll keep you in my prayers or whatever, and don't actually go and pray for people and just kind of do that as a passing term, or I'll pray for you to make you feel better, it really shouldn't be used that way. It should be used as a way to let someone know that you are petitioning the creator of the universe, their very personal Lord and Savior, to help them. You're bombarding heaven on their behalf. And while I can understand that people who don't believe in God don't exactly find prayers to be useful, please understand that from our perspective, it is extremely useful. It is extremely imperative. We see even in the historical writings of our first colonies here in the United States where they would come together and they would pray and things would turn out miraculously for their favor. So even if you don't think it's possible, let people try. to them that is actually doing something, whereas someone just sharing a post or whatever isn't really doing something. It's not that they're sitting there trying to pat themselves on the back or make themselves feel better, but they honestly are doing something that they know is going to be effective, whether you believe that or not. So let me know your thoughts on belittling prayer in the comments below, and like this video if you enjoyed it. I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you'll see me in my next video. Bye!